Yes.
I was a shopper at Viva and I found over a period of time that their produce is not as fresh as it could be, and so it will spoil within days.
Yep.
And also, it's not top-notch.
No, I agree with you on that. They don't always carry, because they want to turn your stuff over quick. They expect you to use it that day. It is not the top quality. It's basically, it's good to go there to get an education to see what they have. I use their place. I use a lot of different places locally. But as far as just to see different items, yes.
Would you recommend a place where we could get fine, excellent produce?
Okay.
And no telling the food employee.
Oh, no. I don't. They're overpriced and the stuff isn't that fresh. There's a couple of places, and no one has paid me to drop names. I'm just going to tell you where I've shopped that I want to go to. I find Simply the Best.
Yes.
It's a produce place on Westchester. It's on Weaver Street, and there's one in Larchmont. They have, Chatsworth. They have really fresh items. I know the owner personally. I worked with him when I was Katie. He's got new produce. They carry lots of fresh herbs.
Simply the Best.
Simply the Best. Sorry. It also looks like it's a garden center. The one on
It is a garden center.
A lot of people don't know it. They think it's a garden center, but there's a little tiny store right there. And they have ads. They have ads for discount and penny saver. Their stuff is great. They're penny saver. Well, maybe because of something.
We get this mini
Excuse me, they don't have new owners. It's the same owner, and the person who used to work there now works. One of the people who used to work at Simply the Best has opened up his own place.
But someone told me it was the new owners.
Well,
Weaver and where?
Weaver. It's right before Scarsdale, before it splits, before the road, before you get to Dunkin' Donuts, towards the Scarsdale. It's past Cherry Lawn. Very expensive place, but not Simply the Best, Cherry Lawn. But anyway, Simply the Best. I go there pretty consistently. They'll have fresh herbs. They have a lot of great green products, and they'll bring in specialty items once in a while, maybe arugula.
Yes, the new Morton Williams that used to be Turco's has a fabulous fresh fruit and fresh vegetables and salad.
Yeah, I don't get over to Central. I live pretty close by.
They have fabulous.
Especially if I'm sending my husband out with a detailed list of exactly what to look for. I try to make it close by for him to help me out. Yes.
how long do you recommend that we keep our bottled spices?
It's a hard call. Some people say a year. Herbs, dried herbs can stay about a year. I give it the 1 year mark, more or less. If you haven't used it, it doesn't smell good when you first open it, throw it away. It's not that expensive. If you buy the small one. I don't buy really big things except for salt. I use it for so many different things. But it does turn. But one of the things I can recommend when you use dried herbs, even though they're dried, they still retain oil. Always put them in your hand and rub them. You release the oil. Even though they're dry, they still retain oil, and if you rub them with your hands, it releases a lot of the flavor.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's just one of those little tricks.
What about real vanilla? Can that be kept almost forever?
Oh, yeah, and alcohol.
What is it?
Real vanilla has alcohol in it, which preserves it. Some people like to put it in their fridge. I go through it pretty quickly, and it gets a little thick sometimes, but it's fine. Yes.
How long can you keep a vanilla bean?
Well, pretty much indefinitely.
Really?
If you can store your sugar, so it'll flavor your sugar, and if you keep it in the refrigerator in a Ziploc bag, it's fine.
Do you use table salt or kosher salt?
Oh yeah, that's my next. I have salt. It's actually one of my topics. I love salt. I have to be careful using it when I cook, especially if you don't use a lot of salt. But but salt is an enhancer. It enhances vegetables, it enhances baked goods. We use kosher salt. Kosher salt is not iodized. Yes.
I was told that you can get kosher salt. I can't very hard to go. I get
No,
the kosher
actually,
salt.
it's very
Change
easy
the
to get.
consistency.
Almost every grocery store carries it. It comes in a box.
Yes. But it used to be coarse.
It is
now
now.
they thinned it down.
Yeah,
I
you
just
can
bought
get
it.
different ones are coarser than others. The Ursuline one, there's a few different ones. I like the coarseness of it. I like to feel it in my hands. I can control, how I'm seasoning food with it. The only time I use iodized salt is in baking. Just because it's finer and it breaks down. You don't want to eat a pastry and you think, oh, that's salty, or some people do. I use finer iodized salt for baking. But in the recipe that I made today, I use kosher salt. But I also use at home, one of my personal favorites is a finishing salt. And you think, oh boy, she's a foodie, here she goes talking about salt. It's a flake salt from Cyprus. It's a very flaky, intense salt. Comes in a little jar, and on your salad, or if you like a little salt on something, you use your fingers and you just crush it up, and it's wonderful.
Is that a sea salt?
No, yeah, it's a type of sea salt. It's a flaky sea salt. Williams-Sonoma sells a tremendous amount of salt. There's gray salt and sea salt from this sea and that country. And try if you can have salt in your diet. I know a lot of people are on salt-restricted diets. But to me, if you can have a little salt, it doesn't hurt. Yes?
If you are a restricted diet, you're not kosher salt. Is kosher salt still?
Salt is salt. I wish I could give you a substitution, but I can give you other ideas. Lemon, Mrs. Dash. It's a different seasoning. Salt is salt. There's no two ways about it.
You should check with the rabbi.
Yeah. Ma'am? Sorry, I can't see my arm.
Anyway, what I wanted to know about that is, my understanding is we have iodized salt because people got goiters, and I can remember when people got goiters. So I'm mystified by everybody using, kosher salt, which is not iodized.
Because a lot of people don't need iodine in their diets. We get it in the fish we eat now, we get it in multivitamins, but the salt companies have left it. I don't know enough about the chemistry behind the salt companies and why they keep it in there. It doesn't do anything special to the salt. I taste it, I don't like it.
But you can get fine salt without the
Oh, yes, absolutely. And people have salt grinders. A lot of people prefer to get coarse sea salt and grind it themselves. Yes?
You mentioned the word flakes before, and I just came across a breadcrumb that's a flake, which was introduced to me by a fellow shopper. They're Japanese breadcrumbs.
Panko.
Oh, panko. I've tried it. It's wonderful.
Yeah, panko is spelled Panko. Stop and Shop carries it now. If you go down the international aisle where they have things to make sushi or Japanese or Chinese food, they're called Japanese breadcrumbs, and they're very white, and they have flavor, but they're not seasoned, and they're very crunchy and very dry. And they're very interesting to use. We use it here at some of our bread. Yes. What is it? It is bread. It is flour product.
The only characteristic about it is that it seems to absorb more oil in the frying than regular breadcrumbs.
Chinese oil is usually not hot enough.
Okay.
Anything will soak up oil if the oil isn't hot. What it does, it goes into the oil. Instead of cooking right away and sealing it, it acts as a sponge.
Okay.
And that's hard. That means your oil's not hard enough.
Thank you.
The only thing you always do, you're waiting for the oil to get hot, it's not smoking, which is too hot, just throw a couple of crumbs in there. And if they start to sizzle, you're ready to go.
But when you want to center what you're cooking to cook
Well,
in the frying process and not burn the meat process.
it's a fine science. You should be able to do it. It's just a matter of learning, getting the oil hot enough so that you're browning it without getting it too dark and